Tonight on Wedding Day, one deserving couple nominated by family and friends.
It's a story that somebody couldn't have written.
With one unforgettable story.
At 2 years of age, I became Florida's first liver transplant recipient.
And an unbelievable wedding transformation.
This night is magical. It's absolutely a dream come true.
This is Wedding Day.
It's my moment, now it's my turn. After all this time, oh, I've waited all my life for this day, this day, this day.
Welcome to Wedding Day. We're here in Miami at the Miami Metro Zoo to surprise a truly deserving couple with a wedding of their dreams.
Trina and Ryan have survived incredible odds. Both of them have gotten a second chance at life. And now they have dedicated their lives to making sure others have that same chance. Here's their story. Okay, come on.
Their story is amazing. It's a story that somebody can't invent, somebody couldn't have written. The odds that they've both gone through, I don't think you can find a better couple than Ryan and Trina to deserve a wedding like this.
That's so cool. Ryan and I have so much in common. I know it's rare that I find someone who I feel so comfortable with right from the very beginning. That's what life's all about, you know, those moments when you feel welcome and at home, and he does that.
Trina is just instantly fun to be with. I was lucky enough to meet her, and I want to hold on to her. She's my counterpart. She's amazing. I couldn't ask for someone more caring and loving in my life.
Trina and Ryan's life journey began long ago. Trina was born with a malfunctioning liver, and by the age of 2, her liver was in full failure.
My parents were told I had less than 24 hours to live.
Well, my mom is a fighter, and there's no way she would have accepted that, so she gave it everything she got.
Trina's mother's quest to save her daughter's life made national news.
It is not too late. It will never be too late until she is no longer alive.
When Trina was lucky enough to get her transplant, it was unquestionably the 11th hour.
At 2 years of age, I became Florida's first liver transplant recipient. And I was the 62nd transplant in the world. And I do know that most of those recipients did not make it.
In 12 hours' time, her skin had gone from yellow to pink. It was like watching a cocoon turn into a beautiful butterfly.
They have given us back our daughter and given us back our dreams.
Over time, with the help of her extraordinary doctors, Trina went on to recover and lead a normal childhood.
Trina decided she wanted to be a doctor, and she has really totally dedicated herself to that the last couple of years.
I'm currently getting a master's in biomedical science. I want to use the gift I've been given to the highest good possible. That's by becoming a physician and helping those who need my help.
Although they grew up thousands of miles apart, Trina and Ryan found each other because of their common connection.
Ryan had been sick as a baby. Ryan had a liver disease called biliary atresia, and he was very fortunate to be relatively healthy until he was 26.
Trina and I met online on a web-based forum for families affected by liver disease.
I do a lot of work with community organizations and mentoring both children and families, and I was browsing the site as usual, and I saw a post from a man named Ryan. One email became several emails, which became several hundred emails.
I was living in Connecticut at the time, but I couldn't really get her out of my head. For 9 months, we flew back and forth, and then in September of '07, I moved down here.
I fell in love with Ryan right from the beginning. I'm very lucky. Then he started to appear with the symptoms of liver disease. Jaundice and itching, and he was told that he had liver failure, complete liver failure. And I would read his reports and think, you know, is he gonna make it?
Then, after several months of waiting, a donor match was finally found, and Ryan underwent liver transplant surgery. Trina was by his side every step of the way.
I had a lot of complications after the procedure, and the hardest part was definitely mentally.
He had every major complication you could possibly have. Ryan would wake up screaming. He was in so much pain. So I got pretty scared, and then by some miracle, his arteries flowing, and since then, everything's been okay.
Through all of the difficulties that they've had, I think that their relationship has grown stronger.
Ryan and Trina are wonderful. Trina is just an awesome individual. But between her education expenses and his medical expenses, planning a wedding was just not possible.
Trina's brought to my life a sense of future. You know, I really feel like she is the reason that I've gotten through all this so successfully. It's great to know that I've got her by my side.
I feel that I have been given a second chance, and Ryan has been given a second chance. And we should use that to do everything we possibly can to help those other people who need their chance. And I love him with all my heart, whether it's now or whether it's in the future. I want to be his wife.
One of the things that Trina and Ryan love to do is spend time together at the zoo. So every few weeks, they make a day of it, spend a little bit of time enjoying nature, but mostly each other.
Now, these are the people that love Trina and Ryan the most. We've got friends, we got family, co-workers, and they've flown in from all over the United States just to be here. In fact, Bo, where'd you come in from?
Came in from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
I would have come from anywhere. I would have gone anywhere to be here today with Ryan and Trina.
I think they're coming right now.
That's awesome. When we saw all of our friends and family and Diane and Alan, oh, I was floored.
Trina, Ryan, you two are getting the wedding of your dreams.
The look on Ryan's face was like he was dreaming. There's no one I know that's more deserving of this than Ryan and Trina. They've earned it.
The second I saw Ryan and Trina, my eyes just welled up because any best friend would want their best friend to have the wedding of their dreams.
Trina, Ryan, are you ready to let us plan your dream wedding day?
Oh, yeah. All right. All right. Diane and I will take you guys aside, talk to you a little bit, get to know what your dream wedding really is to make sure we're on the right track, okay?
Sounds great.
So let's
All
go,
right,
you
guys,
two.
let's hear it for them.
All right. Let's go,
Thank you, guys.
So tell me about Ryan.
Ryan is a very romantic guy. He's really sweet. He buys me flowers for no reason. He plays the guitar. He sings, he writes songs. He's very gifted.
I can be myself totally around her, and I think that's rare.
Were you ever in a band?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
were
we
you
were in
really?
a band from basically 6th grade up until college.
What was it called?
We were called Radium Therapy.
Radium Therapy. Who are some of your favorite musicians?
Butch Walker, he's a singer-songwriter, producer. He's more known, I think, for the songs that he writes for other people than for his own stuff, which is cool because I think he keeps the best for himself.
Music has always been a huge part of Ryan's life, but his illness and money have kept him from playing lately.
So tell me about the little girl that gave you your liver.
She was an 18-month-old baby girl named Amanda, and she died from a brain tumor. I actually had the pleasure of meeting my donor family in July for the first time. And actually, Keisha, my donor sister, has agreed to be a bridesmaid in my wedding.
Wow.
So that's really an honor for me.
Yeah. So tell me about your proposal.
I'm a very casual, simple person.
I knew she didn't want a big, huge, like, fancy restaurant, so I grabbed some dinner, and I took her down to the beach and laid out a blanket. I had brought some candles, which are really hard to keep lit when there's wind. So I said, okay, close your eyes.
And I opened my eyes, and he's there before me on one knee with the ring. I just burst into tears. He's like, will you marry me? I must have said yes 6 times because I was so excited. I was like, yes, 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 yes.
Tell me about the wedding. I mean, what have you guys talked about?
Well, obviously, we've been wanting to get married for a long time. We like the idea of a beach wedding.
If I could create my own dream wedding, where do I begin? Well, first and foremost, the beach. That's very special to Ryan and I. I love candles and obviously butterflies.
Tell me about that.
Butterflies are very special to me. The butterfly became the national symbol for organ donors. And so my mother bought me this necklace, which has the 2 butterflies in it. And she said it was supposed to symbolize Amanda and myself.
Oh, wow.
So it's very special.
Dealing with everything that we've had to go through, not only with me getting sick, but medical school, I know that we can't afford to have our own wedding right now.
Ryan and Trine are just a great couple. They're obviously very in love. They're very deserving of a dream wedding, but they just can't afford one right now. He just got through with a huge surgery, and she's trying to get through school.
Do you trust us? I trust you.
And it's great talking to you, man.
Yeah,
You're a
too.
great guy.
Trina, Ryan, we've got all your family and friends here, and I tell you, they've got such an important role this week because we're going to be counting on them to make sure that we create the dream wedding that you guys are expecting.
Ryan, that limo is for you and Josh. You guys are going to go get fitted for tuxes, get to hang out.
All right.
Me and my brother haven't gotten a whole lot of time to hang out, so any time that we get to hang out is really, really cool.
Trina, you and your mom and your sister, you three are going dress shopping.
We haven't had the family girls shopping trip in quite a while, so I'm enjoying every second of all of this.
You're watching Wedding Day on TNT.
Welcome to the beautiful Trump International Beach Resort. It sits right on the ocean and right next to the most beautiful white sandy beach you have ever seen.
Diane's right, and Trina and Ryan said they always wanted to get married on the beach. Guess what? This is the perfect spot for it. So let's go check out the beach, all right?
Trina is going to flip when she sees this. This location is gorgeous.
How you guys doing? Good. You know, to pull off a dream wedding, we have to have what we like to call a dream team. Every week, our dream team donates their time and effort to make these weddings amazing. And heading off our dream team is Joanne Love. She's the owner of JL Event Firm.
Let me say that I am so proud to be doing this for Trina and Ryan. They are a spectacular couple, and they have overcome the odds, volunteered for the community, and helped others that are going through the same challenges of transplantation, and they deserve the best, so we brought the best.
They're gonna get married right on this beach back here.
I knew immediately that they are just gonna be amazed at this place.
And then about 100 yards down the beach, Align is gonna erect about a 5,000 square foot tent.
It was so grand. It was just beautiful. I mean, looking out over the beach, it was like, oh, they are going to love this.
Right now, we've got to get started.
Are you up for that? I'm up for it.
All right, come on, guys.
How are you? I'm Diane. Keisha, nice to meet you.
Alicia. Trina loves her donor family and wants to make them feel a part of the wedding, so we flew them in a little early. Now the plan is to surprise Trina while she's out dress shopping, but first I want to get to know them a little bit.
So are you excited because you are going to be a bridesmaid?
I'm very excited.
I understand you made initial contact with Trina. Tell me about that.
We've just always wanted to know her, but we didn't know if she wanted to know us. My relationship with Trina started back many years ago. I had seen Mary Ann on the Today Show pleading for help, and my heart went out to her, but at the time, I never realized what was coming. And I had a daughter named Amanda. She passed away, and we donated her organs, and Trina received her liver. At the time, it was the hardest thing that we'd ever done in our lives. You know, it's a part of Mandy's still living on that, I don't know, I can just know that it's there, and Trina is awesome about it.
How did you find her?
We were just sitting there on the computer one night, and I was like, I wonder if she has a MySpace. So we typed it in, and her picture popped up. And we just sat and cried and cried and cried. And so I just wrote her a little message and, you know, told her who I was. Not long after that, she saw it and wrote me back, and we've been talking ever since.
We love her to pieces for everything, for the person she is, for the person that does what she does with her life and everything.
So how do you think she's going to react when she sees that both of you are here?
She'll probably be really surprised.
Let's go.
Welcome to David's Bridal.
I can honestly say I haven't been shopping with both my mother and my sister in many, many years.
Wow.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Oh my God. Look at this.
That's gorgeous.
That is a beautiful dress.
That's more
Trina, it's really beautiful.
Hey, lady. Now, you didn't think you were going to pick a dress without us, did you?
When I saw Keisha and Alicia walk in, I felt now this moment is complete. This is the woman who gave my daughter life. She should be here to share this moment.
I've been given an awesome and amazing gift, and I really want to make my donor family proud.
Nice and beautiful. Princess dress. I love it.
She was absolutely beautiful. I wasn't sure of when I would ever see her again. I mean, it was wonderful.
Okay. Now that you've got a few more opinions, is this the dress? Woo! Yes. This is the dress. This is it. Good.
This is perfect.
To be a part of her wedding, I don't know if I could even put it into words how much it means to me and my whole family. All right, ladies, what do we think?
I love it. The color's gorgeous.
Yes.
You like
Yeah?
it?
I love the color. I love the color. Woohoo!
Just a couple days before the wedding, and these guys are just putting up the tent. The tent's gonna be big, it's gonna be beautiful, and you know what? This is the little tent. Wait till you see the reception.
We were thrilled when we were asked to be part of Wedding Day, especially when we heard about Trine and Ryan. I myself am a transplant recipient.
We're doing this for you, Ryan. And Trina.
I know Ryan appreciates this because I'm going to tell him every waking moment for the next 10 years about how heavy the canopy was.
Coming up.
Keisha presented me with the gift.
It was very special to me to be more than just a guest in the wedding. It felt really good to know that I was a part of all of that.
What we need to do is measure the pillows.
The moms started making pillows that would serve as accents on the sofas in the ceremony tent.
To create things that were going to be used in the wedding. It was very special to me to be a part of it, more than just a guest.
A lot of people would look at Trina and Ryan's life and say how lucky they are. So we're gonna do a little piece of bamboo at each table, fill them with sand, and then take some of these ocean-colored stones and put them right on top.
She'll be more excited than anyone could possibly imagine.
They definitely deserve to have all their dreams come true that they'll remember for the rest of their lives.
Hey, Blake, got somebody very important for you to meet. This is Ryan's dad, Tom. Something that we do every week is build a gate for the bride to walk through, sort of a gateway to a new life. And this butterfly gate is going to be the first thing that Trina sees when she walks up the beach. The butterfly is, in fact, the symbol for organ donor awareness. So we really want to incorporate the butterfly into as many elements as we could in the ceremony and the reception.
I think even under normal conditions when people plan a wedding, I don't think they go to this extent. And I mean, to have both of us here working is really nice.
All right, guys, this is looking great. Keep up the good work, guys.
Great.
All right.
Thanks, Al.
Each week, we bring in a phenomenal photographer to document the entire week and see all the friends and family in action. This week, we had Tony Gihate, and the guy was just snapping photos all the time.
We'd be working, and Tony kind of came out of nowhere, capturing such candid moments.
Great. Hey, guys.
Hey,
what's up?
Hey.
How you doing? Ryan has had a rough year, and he definitely deserves some fun. So today we've got some surprises that are absolutely gonna blow Ryan away. We arranged a little studio time for he and his buddies at the world-famous Hit Factory.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Who's been in this room before?
Crosby, Stills and Nash, Eagles, Jay-Z's, the Timberlands, the Madonnas, Missy Elliott, Eric Clapton. Layla was cut in here.
Okay.
Wow.
In this room?
In this room. You name them, they've been here.
Wow.
To be able to play in the Hit Factory where, you know, so much history has happened, all the platinum and gold songs, the albums that were recorded there, it's pretty mind-blowing.
Ryan, Bo, I want you guys to go jump in that studio, and Jimmy here is gonna work his magic, okay?
Nice, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Where were your eyes when I was searching for a sparkle?
When I first spoke with Ryan, he told me that one of his musical idols is Butch Walker. And Butch is a music producer who's written songs for Avril Lavigne and Pink. We actually got in touch with Butch and told him Ryan and Trina's story, and he was so moved and such a great guy that he wanted to do something really special for Ryan. You are this guy's inspiration. You are all he talks about. He's gonna be so floored to meet you.
Oh, that's great. Well, let's go mess with him a little bit.
Let's go mess with him. Hey guys, somebody really wanted to jam with you.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You know Butch, right?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hey, Butch. Good to see you, man. Yeah.
You look at him. He's shaking. He's shaking.
I don't even know what to say.
I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. I've been a fan for so long, and to have him come there, for me, was incredible.
Jam a song or something? Sure. Let's do it.
He took a guitar and he sat down and he said, you know any tunes from the new album? And I do. I just didn't know how to play any of them.
Okay, cool. It's A. You know, here comes a heartache. E. A move out day. B minor. Excuses for my friend.
I'm sitting there kind of like looking at him, trying to follow what he's playing, trying to listen to the song, trying to sing along, and trying to kind of keep my composure that I'm sitting next to the guy who I've looked up to for my musical inspiration for the past almost 10 years.
So here comes the heartache, the move out day, excuses for my friends. Here comes the reasons I have to justify. It was better in the end. This is the last time I'm gonna kiss you. The first night drinking alone. This was the
Today was a dream come true. Meeting Butch, playing again with Bo at the Hit Factory.
Unbelievable.
I can always hear you breathe. You all got through it. Awesome,
Thank
man.
you very much.
Fantastic. Ryan, you were saying earlier how you're going to kind of get back into playing as soon as you kind of get caught up on some of the medical bills and everything. You're going to get some new stuff. And
Yeah.
Butch, take it away.
Well, all the stuff here that you see is yours, so. Yeah. Gibson's hooking you up with some guitars, and RLX is helping you hook up your own personal home studio and everything together to help check it out. Yeah?
I couldn't believe it.
I view this as a beginning, to getting back into my music and to start playing again.
Hey, next time I'm in town, we'll hang out, all right?
All right.
All right.
Awesome.
The wedding's tomorrow. This is the reception tent. Yesterday, we got the ceremony tent up. The reception tent, big problems. We didn't have enough weight to hold the thing down, so we had to bring in a bunch of 5,000-pound blocks of concrete to weight this thing down. And the wedding's tomorrow.
Just add a little butterfly hanging down in the smaller loop if you like. Trina really wanted to do something special for her mom and donor family. So I brought over Anna from Farfalle Jewelry to help them design some beautiful butterfly pieces for the wedding.
So pretty much what's on this one? Yeah, that'd be good. Pretty cool, huh? That really meant a lot to me, to be able to let them, have fun actually making the jewelry and, have a physical memento that they could keep.
So I'll do a little smaller scale, maybe a little larger than the one that you're holding.
Yeah, to be able to have something like that to take home and know that we'll both have these, and it really means a lot to me and my mom.
It's really been remarkable spending the last few days with all of you to just see this natural connection, this natural love.
I think we felt that from the very
I feel like I
first.
have a new best friend.
The more time that we spend with each other, the more we get to know each other, and it's very important for me to get to know them. Just to think about that little picture that sat on my dresser all of these years, and to now be a part of this, you just have no idea.
You're my family. You have to be here. Ready to get to work?
I know.
Gotta make sure our flip-flops are all together.
We got a ton of flip-flops to have as keepsakes for the wedding guests. The ladies have been decorating them all week so that guests can kick off their shoes and enjoy the beach.
Very nice.
Thank you.
What's happening, man? We stuck?
I'm about 3 feet under the sand right now.
Jeez.
Not only are we stuck, we got the tide coming in. It's about 5 feet away.
Hey guys, we need everybody here. We need all hands on deck.
Every moment that we waste trying to get the crane out, the water's getting closer and closer. The crane's wheels are spinning, and there's sand flying in everyone's face, and we're covered in grime and soot, and it was madness.
Nice job, guys. Nice job. Well, I thought we were just doing centerpieces today, but instead this. But it's all for Ryan, so we'll do whatever.
Let's go. Good job, guys.
Wow. The rehearsal dinner was in Casa Casarina. It was wonderful. It was so beautiful in there. It was amazing.
Wow. The venue is just absolutely gorgeous. The backyard is really what took my breath away.
I can't believe it. It's not just how nice and beautiful the place is, it's so exclusive. So here's this private place for movie stars and rock stars and famous people, and we're shutting the whole thing down so you guys can have your rehearsal dinner. It was amazing.
Trina, Ryan, why don't you join me up here? Marianne, why don't you join us as well?
Diane and Alan gave me the opportunity to thank my mom. I just wanted to thank my mom because without her determination and perseverance, I wouldn't be here, and we all know that. So I just want to say thank you, and I'm so glad that you're being a part of our wedding.
I think about those years, and I think it really did seem like you and me against the world. Probably Dr. Starslow in Pittsburgh and I were the only ones who thought this might have a chance in the world of actually happening. And here you are now, healthy and about to begin your new life together. I couldn't be more happy for both of you.
Oh, you're so good.
Trina, I know that there's somebody in particular that you're eternally grateful for, and he really wanted to be here with you tonight.
He is one of the original pioneers of human transplantation, and he's also the one who performed that miracle operation on you many years ago. Please welcome Dr. Thomas Starzl.
I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe that he had come. This is a man who forged ahead with transplantation even when all of his colleagues were not supportive. So his mark on the world is huge. And for him to be a part of this evening, magnificent.
Trina, you're somebody who isn't even supposed to be here. And now you've found a soulmate who understands because he's been through the same experience. And you're able to walk off into the sunset now. Trina confided in me some years ago that it was her heart's desire to become herself a physician. And she's really labored at that with her eye on getting to medical school. But how do we pay for it? A benefactor, as it turns out, materialized with the first step, $15,000.
Oh my goodness. That blew my mind. The most important thing to her is going to medical school. This will help her do that, and I knew she'd be thrilled beyond words.
We want to give a special thank you to Sally Mae and You Promise Investments for opening one of their 529 college savings accounts with $15,000 for your college tuition, Trina. That's an amazing start. How do you feel about that?
I want to be a doctor more than anything on the planet, and that was the thought over and over in my mind was, even if I get to the door, how do I walk through? So this is really, really, really special.
There's the first few steps for you, for sure. You know?
Yeah, more than a few.
Trina and Ryan.
Trina and Ryan. Trina and Ryan.
Morning of the wedding, and we are crazy behind schedule. It took us forever getting this tent up, so we are just now putting down the tables and getting them all set, but we still have to bring in all of the flowers, all of the tableware, the chairs. The wedding's just gonna start in a few hours.
This is coming together amazing.
Pistils and Petals created this amazing altar. It was made with manzanita branches that they had sprayed a really deep, rich blue, and then they accented it with orchids. It was one of the most unique pieces I've ever seen.
Trina's father and Ryan's father worked on the gate all week long, and they were just putting on the final touches.
I enjoyed working on the gate very much. It was really nice to be a part of that, and I felt more involved in the wedding.
Good work, Dads. Good work.
Hey, it was great working together.
Know what else we can do too? Alicia and Keisha pulled me aside, and we grabbed my mother, and we went into my room, and Keisha presented me with the gift.
It's a ribbon off of Mandy's first dress that she wore home from the hospital. I had brought a ribbon of Amanda's. It's the first dress that she wore home from the hospital. It's a little pink dress, and it was a little ribbon that was on the front of it. And I had taken it off and brought it with me so that there would be a part, there would be something of Amanda's with Trina. If you wanted to wear it,
She asked me to wear a ribbon from Amanda's first dress. I was really honored, and I have just as special a place in my heart for her as she would for her daughter.
Amanda's gift is so precious. She's carried it with her every day of her life.
My mom and I had been going through the checklist. What we were missing was something borrowed. Amanda's ribbon. That was my something borrowed.
Ryan, how you doing?
Good.
You're looking very sharp, very sharp. How are you feeling?
Nervous? Excited?
Yeah. So we are at the Trump International Beach Resort. Let's go take a walk down the beach.
Cool.
I walk up and I see my groomsmen and I see the bridesmaids. To have all my friends and family at the wedding, it just symbolized the culmination of a rough part of my life, and things are looking up. Myself and Trina have so much love and support.
You ready?
I'm ready. Are you?
For your moment in the sun? I don't know if I am or not.
You are. Hello? Look at the butterfly.
When Trina saw the gate, she started to tear up, and so did I.
That's beautiful. I love it.
It's been built by the hands that love you the most, your dad and Ryan's dad.
I think it's beautiful how it mirrors life. You know, the butterfly is the gateway. It's really appropriate. Thank you.
But I have just one last question for
Yes.
you. Trine Engebretsen, are you ready to get married?
Yes, I am. As soon as the gates opened, I saw Ryan smile at me, and I just thought, this is so amazing.
Oh my God.
I noticed all the cute little couches along the outside of every aisle, and I just thought, yes, this is what I was imagining.
Trina looked so beautiful. It was what I pictured gorgeous bride to look like on her wedding day. Just perfect.
I had goosebumps watching Trina walk down the aisle. She just glowed. The love that she has for Ryan.
Thank you.
We can all see that you are very much in love. No doubt about that. Our wish for you today is that this love grows and continues to give you joy and laughter.
Just watching Trina and Ryan's faces, knowing what they've been through to come to this moment in this beautiful setting with all of their friends, all of their family, knowing that this starts their whole new life. It was a wonderful day.
And now you are ready to recite your vows.
I promise you perfect love and perfect trust. A one lifetime could never be enough. This is my sacred vow to you, Trina, my equal in all things.
To see the look on Trina's face, she was happy and I was happy. It was a beautiful moment.
I promise to you perfect love and perfect trust. For one lifetime with you could never be enough. My partner in all things.
I don't know that I can put into words what it was like to see Ryan getting married. There were some moments over the year that I wasn't sure if he'd be able to see his wedding day. It was just beyond words.
And now, Keisha, the sister of Amanda, the precious organ donor, would like to share the butterfly ceremony.
Just when the caterpillar thought it was over, it became a butterfly. Butterflies symbolize the true beauty in donating. So in honor of Trine, Ryan, and Amanda, and all other recipients and donors, will you please join us in release of a fully transformed butterfly to celebrate the joining of their lives?
Oh my goodness.
The butterfly release was just absolutely wonderful. That's something that I would never see with Amanda, but to know that Amanda lives on through Trine, yeah, it was very special.
And they're all around her. I could think of nothing more perfect than a butterfly release. Not only in honor of Ryan's and my donor, but also to symbolize the transformation in marriage. I just thought this is so amazing. It was just absolutely gorgeous.
Remember this moment. I pronounce you husband and wife.
When the officiant pronounced us husband and wife, the look on Trina's face was just joy and awe. This is what we've been looking forward to for a long time. To have it finally be real and official was spectacular.
Coming up.
I was just blown away.
The one and only.
This is just incredible.
If you love weddings, here's your chance to make one deserving couple's special day unforgettable. TNT's Fantasize a Wedding. Meet Michelle and Nick.
I can totally see myself spending the rest of my life with them.
Now you can help plan this deserving couple's wedding day. Every week, log on to people.com/wedding day to vote on what they'll get on their big day. Last week, you chose Bubbles of Love from Elegant Cheesecakes. This week, you can vote on Mother of the Bride dresses from David's Bridal. You can also enter for a chance to win a dream getaway to a Sandals resort. Watch another all-new wedding day next Saturday morning at 9 to see what won your vote and what big surprise is next for Michelle and Nick. All part of TNT's Fantasize a Wedding.
Oh my God, that was pushing.
Oh my goodness.
When I walked into the reception, those pictures, that was so cute. I love those. They were really pretty and captured the true moments of what went on. That was beautiful.
We walked into this big tent and to see all the gorgeous tables, to see all of the food stations. The cake was beautiful. It was so creative. The tent itself was like a window on the world. You look out and see this gorgeous setting.
To walk into the reception and see the things that we had helped with, the little bamboo plants, that was really nice. It felt really good to know that I was a part of all of that.
That's cool. That's a big picture.
Before we entered the reception, we walked through this photo gallery. And as we passed, we stopped to really look at each one, and you could see the emotion on every person's face. Look at my mom cutting fabric.
Yeah.
My favorite picture was a picture of my brother and Bo. To see those two guys, I mean, those are two of the most important guys in my life, one of my best friends and my brother. So to see them working together, I think that was my favorite photo.
Seeing physically on the images all the work that went into this wedding, it's overwhelming. It made us both just feel so loved to know that everyone was really pouring their heart and soul into our wedding.
Family and friends, please join us in welcoming Mr. and Mrs. Trine and Ryan Labbe.
When we walked in and I saw the huge butterfly sand sculpture. I was just blown away.
I look up at the tent and just the whole decor. This is just incredible.
It's just pure magic. Tonight is pure magic.
I would just like to thank everyone for coming tonight, and I just want to say, I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
Being around everybody, my friends, my family, it's a blast. It's so great to see everybody, and it seems unreal. I feel like I'm still gonna wake up out of this.
I'm so glad that everybody could be here with us and celebrate and hopefully dance a little and enjoy the night.
This is amazing, and Trina and Ryan are just worth every ounce of sweat that I had to be working on this wedding.
Now it's time for my favorite moment of the night, the first dance. When it was time to choose a singer for the first dance, this time it was easy. The singer actually came to us. So friends, please join me in welcoming the one and only Butch Walker.
Ryan's dream and idol has been Butch Walker as long as I've known him. So when it was announced that he was here this evening, it was amazing.
Morning sunlight, as I get used to you, it's all gonna be alright.
It was so nice to dance with Trina for our first dance to one of my favorite musicians, playing an amazing song at my wedding.
I felt like I was watching a dream sequence. All of this had finally culminated to the two of them being bride and groom. They were so happy.
This is beyond my dream wedding. I mean, Trina and I never pictured anything like this. This is just incredible.
I want you, I need you, I can't live without you, baby.
Wedding day has changed our future. Ryan's been through so much. To see him happy and see him smiling, that really means a lot to me.
This wedding was the perfect way to sort of cap off what has been a pretty tough period in both me and Trina's life. I don't think it could have gone any better. It was just perfect.
I never in my wildest dreams could have predicted how amazing and glorious this week could possibly be. Having our dream wedding handed to us on a silver platter, that's a tremendous, tremendous gift.
Guitar rock god, Yngwie Malmsteen.
Yngwie Malmsteen played at my wedding. I mean, that says it all. That's so awesome.